All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Um, this video, all right, was inspired by a story, all right, or a testimony that my one of my coworkers was telling me. Okay, and basically, first this scripture came to mind first, all right, but basically he was saying that he rented a hotel, like a room, for like one night. It was a pretty expensive hotel. He said about $200 for that night, and he basically he makes music, but like not on a high level. Just like a low key little thing he does, and he basically goes to the hotel, and he tells them his name, and then the lady looks at him, and because he's Jake, so she looks at him and she's like, in her mind, she's like, either one of two things is happening here. Either he's a really really famous celebrity that I don't know about, or this must be a mistake, you know, because that's what they see us as. So he basically tells them, and she asks him, because she looks at what floor he rented a room on, and it was one of them expensive places. Usually people like business people or so on and so forth come there and then they get their stuff over there. So she asked him, is he an artist or something? And he's like, instinctively he says, yeah, because he makes music, so he in his mind he's an artist. So he's like, yeah, he's an artist. And right then and there, oh boy, he says this the treatment just 100% changed. You know, now she started speaking to him politely. All this at the front desk. Asking if she could take a picture with him and all of that. Okay. So, she gives him his keys. He goes up to his room, so on and so forth. And I guess he rented out for him and his woman. And so, he's chilling there, what I mean, having some fun. And then they basically called the phone, and then asked if he had a guest. He was like, yeah. And they asked him, oh, is it okay if they allow her to, come upstairs? And he's like, yeah, yeah, of course. So they bring his guest upstairs, escorted her upstairs and everything. And he basically tells me, yeah, it was all good. But the way he was saying it, he was surprised as to the way they were treating him. Because in his mind, it's unusual. It's unusual for like in today's society, what they would say like a so-called Negro, to be, because usually we're treated at the bottom. You know, that's how this world sees us, primarily Esau. That's how they see us. Okay, but they've beat that into our people to the point where our people believe it to the extent that it's weird for them if they get treated anything different than the less than the bottom of the bottom. You know, and it's sad because looking at our history, all right, which is why it's important, for us to know our history, all right, know our heritage, know our nationality, because there's a certain spirit that comes with that. But our people not knowing that, they think they're just what? Black. And what does black come with? The black comes with slavery, being beat down, and being at the bottom. The last hired, first fired. You know, the one to blame for everything. Okay, and that's the spirit that's been put upon our people. Okay, those that don't know they're Israelites. Okay, and so that's so in his mind, he's walking around thinking, he's like, it was mad weird. Like, she was told, she asked for autograph, all this stuff. And I'm like, well, first off, because knowing the scriptures, knowing what we're gonna get, or where we're supposed to be, as the scriptures say here. Let me get it real quick. Psalms 82, verse 6. All right, it says, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. Okay? And so knowing that, we're really, the treatment he was getting was nothing. We're supposed to be getting treatment way, way better than that. But our people don't even have that kind of mindset. They don't have that kingdom mentality, that ruling class mentality, you know? But we were created to be rulers. We were created to be kings on the earth. We were created, the scriptures say that the world was created for our sakes. These heathens were created to serve us, not the other way around. Okay? So this is Jeremiah 2, verse 14. It says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Okay? Even the name Israel in the Hebrew, Yasharallah, Yah meaning he, Shah meaning prince, and Allah meaning power. Okay, so our Father, all right, Yahweh, He is the power, the Most High. We are sons of the Most High. Okay, sons of God, as the scriptures say. Okay, so we're not servants. We're supposed to be served. We're not homeborn slaves. We're supposed to have slaves. Okay, according to the scriptures. But the reason why our people have this in their mind, all right, and don't see themselves as anything more than just a somebody who works a 9 to 5, you know, is because the Lord said what? Jeremiah 17 verse 4, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage. All right, discontinue. You're gonna stop. All right, your heritage is gonna be cut off because it was a part of the curses that the Lord put upon us for disobeying Him, for breaking His law, statutes, and commandments. However, He said the same curses, all right, are gonna be for a sign for us to know who we are in the last days. So it says that I gave thee because it was the Lord that chose us. It was the Lord that made us kings and priests. The Lord that sanctified us. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. All right, and that's what our people. That's where we're at right now. We're serving our enemies. All right, to the point where our people think that they were created to be the tail, created to be the bottom. No, this is just a punishment. All right, it's temporary. It's not a life sentence. Okay, it's temporary. The Lord said He punished us with measure. Okay, and where the Lord is about to get us out of this jail sentence very soon. Okay, for those of us who are counted worthy to be of that elect, we're gonna live from this generation on to the kingdom. We're gonna live through it, seeing the transition, the downfall of America, the resurrection, the freedom, okay, the salvation of the greatest people on the planet Earth. We're gonna see ourselves go from rags to riches, okay, from slaves to kings. We're gonna see that, okay, because we know, all right, prior. That's why these are what prophecies. We know prior to them happening that they are gonna happen. So we have that mindset already, all right. But our people walk around with a beat up mindset, with a beat up mentality, all right, only decreasing when you're supposed to be increasing. That's why the scriptures tell you, Micah 2 and 10, to arise and depart. All right, because this land right here is polluted, man. It will weaken your spirit. It'll dampen you. It'll weaken your body. And if you don't have this truth, if you're not constantly maintaining your closure to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're gonna be destroyed. This world is gonna consume you in darkness. All right, the darkness. Okay, it's an inside joke, But you gotta. That's why this word is that light. All right, it sparks that light within you. All right, that fiery spirit within you, and you walk around with a ruling class mentality because you know deep down that the knowledge we have, all right, this is the real riches. Okay, so this is 2 Peter 2 verse 12. It says, but these All right, it says, but these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. Okay, it says, and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. All right, because guess what, man? We here it is. We're telling our people, okay, about the knowledge about how we're Israelites and we're kings and we're rulers. Now, of course, you do it with knowledge. All right. Now, if I was to tell him, break it down to him, though, really, this is what it is, because I perceived he wasn't gonna get it. But if I was to tell him, okay, what would he do? He speak evil of it because he doesn't understand it. You know, and they'd rather put their hope, okay, in a retail job than in the salvation of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, and sometimes you look at it and you sit back and you really think like, man. So these people right here, look, these are the chosen people of the Lord, man. And that's why it's a beautiful thing that the Lord had that remnant. Okay, because if not, man, the nation would. I don't know what this nation would be, man. Okay, if not for the Lord having that little remnant, that elect, that anchor, the nation would be done. Okay, Because anybody outside of the elect right now, they're done, man. Their only hope is being resurrected in the kingdom. Okay? This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 44. He shall lend to thee. These are part of the curses. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. Because we don't have anything to lend. All right? We have this truth now, but during when these curses were on us heavily, we had nothing. Esau was the one who gave us food, all right, who put clothes on us, who gave us a place to quote unquote stay as slaves or whatever it may be, all right. When you need a loan, where do you go? You go to his banks. When you need a job, where do you go? You go to his companies. When you need clothes, where do you go? You go to his stores. We not lending him nothing. It says, "He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail." And that's why, even my coworker, for example, he had that kind of mentality, you know, because that's where Jake is. That's where Jake has been beat down to mentally. All right, but hey, man, over here there's a balance to it. Okay, the truth has set us free from that, mentally, spiritually, and soon to be physically. Okay, and that's what we put our hope in. That's what we're looking forward to. All right, but I'm gonna end it here. Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. Koholo Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Amen. We got a great thing coming to us, man. All right, so just keep enduring. Shalom.